Glenn. And away comes Tyler Mott, the Chicago Blackhawks draft pick. Held off the score sheet last night was Tyler Mott. For just the 7th time this season, he still leads the nation in goals with 29. Ricky DeRosa, bodied by Ciccone. Comfort with a delicate dump in. Hamilton up the wall. Comes to Connor. 1.79 points per game. Leads every player in the country. The Winnipeg Jets first rounder Kyle Connor from Shelby Township, Michigan.
Checking as possible, although, as you know, they're a team that likes to shoot the puck. Both of these teams are very driven offensively and can always expect lots of shots on goal when they're playing.
Yeah, Penn State averaging over 42 shots a game. As Kyle Connor wheels in. Last night held to 36.
Funny to say held to 36.
Held to 36.
Most teams would take 36 in a heartbeat.
Strength against strength. Goodwin's line against Comfort's line. Werenski, his shot. McAdam stood his ground. Werenski looking to hit double digits in goals. Would become the 18th defenseman in Michigan hockey history to do that. Mott sails.
Freshman, you think that you're going to be with those guys for the next 4 years. Doesn't always work out that way, and certainly those guys have moved on to bigger and better things.
2-on-1. Connor and Comfort. Connor keeps, shoots, scores! He's now tied for the national lead with his line mate, Tyler Mott. 29 for Kyle Connor.
Well, Guy Gadowski said coming into the weekend, you can't give that line, the CCM line, any room, and you certainly don't want them coming down on a 2-on-1, and Kyle Connor just has such good heads up. Watch all the way in. He's got his head up. He looks. He knows where his passing lane is or isn't. He's reading, constantly reading what he's got all the way in. Great shot up high.
Away last summer did Jim Scheid. Steve comes back on the clock. And Wisconsin held on, so they'll be looking for the sweep in the border battle tonight. And the Wolverines will be pulling for them. Comfort, slot pass, intercepted by Berger. He floats it down the wing. Oh, Scheid, get out of the way of Downing. Freight train coming in the neutral zone. Two Minnesota Wild draft picks on the back end for the Wolverines. One of them, Michael Downing, and the other, Nick Boca. His last 26 decisions has 17 victories. Guy Gadowski says it's probably a good thing for him in hindsight to endure those trials and tribulations as a freshman, because it's made him a better player, because he certainly has the work ethic and work habits down now. As the physical play continues, Nolan DeYoung involved, Erigadio hammering away one another.
Yeah, that's one of the things with goaltenders, with any player who struggles early. How are they going to react to that? How are they going to adjust? And Guy Gadowski said his attitude and his work ethic in practice just changed, and he's had, when you don't have that success that you're used to having, how you adjust to that is key. And as you said, it's been a positive for him. He's been able to turn it around.
Mott would have been offside, or Connor would have been touching the puck.
His first goal last night, where he went side to side and waited out the goaltender.
Goodwin shot, bounces wide. Stewart scored last night. was the final goal of the game. This one a little bit more important when things are tight at 1-1. His 5th of the season. Dexter Danks with the primary assist. Michael Downing also getting one. Michigan gave up the first goal last night to Andrew Sturts. They score the first one tonight. And like last night, the third one as well. Loose in the crease. And Scheid was there to save a goal. Jumps over Mott's stick. Werenski. Behind the net for Mott. Thought about turning and shooting. Now he does. Bounced off a Nittany Lion. Connor. He's got Comfer in front. That was blocked. Werenski. Feeding it to Connor. Comfer. His drive. Pat stop McAdam. Like the 5-on-5 power play right now for Michigan. Looking to center it. Side of the goal. Comfer waits and waits. Feeds it across, looking for Connor from the angle.
Turn a game. You said earlier, it's like their top 3 lines could be anybody's first line, and they keep rolling and rolling. There's just so much offensive skill that it's really hard to defend them over time.
Kevin Kerr for Zach Saar. Haven't seen a lot of Zach Saar as he has to be worked into the lineup. Nittany Lions have 3 lines set, and then Zach Saar is a 10th forward. Kind of old school, the way it used to be. You'd have 3 lines and 4 defensemen, or 10 forwards and 5 defensemen in the game, right?
I heard a conversation there. They're talking about Andy Bathgate. When he played, every team only had 3 lines, and so 6 teams, 3 lines. That's not very many players at each position.
Not many jobs.
No.
Scoring coming into this game in the Big Ten is Scheid, and another point-blank chance. Might have been a little too tight. Mott with a nice move, drives the goal, backhand save, rebound, and kicking out the right pad was McAdam.
2 huge saves by Eamon McAdam. This gives you an idea of how dangerous Michigan is.
Connor with another steal for Mott. And Michigan buzzing. Peter Rosa, the Penn State player. Scheid trying to barge past the young. Connor Varley steps up. Michael Downing will sweep it in. Wisconsin strikes first against the Golden Gophers tonight at Mariucci.
You don't see that very often, where people move from professional sport back to college, although Jim Harbaugh did it here at Michigan as well, and Red Berenson did it and been here a long time.
Nice move by Kyle Connor. Funnels it to Werenski. Shot by Comfer.
Us to move the puck to somebody else, and when you're doing that on the power play, it's almost impossible to defend, and they had a couple of beautiful power play goals last night.
All the power play scoring leaders out right now for the Wolverines. Connor, 7 goals, 17 points. Comfer, 2 and 15. And Zach Werenski from the back end chips in with 6, 6, and 12. Cross ice feed. Connor with that quick release. He scores again.
Well, when you say quick release, that was a quick release. And heads up play by Werenski to move the puck across. Michigan does that so well. They move the puck side to side, and 30th goal of the season, 2nd on the night, 4th on the weekend for Kyle Connor. And he sets up on that face-off dot back door. And boy, here's Werenski, real nice play. And the Penn State defender was right on him. He caught that puck and shot it so quick. Eamon McAdam had no chance on it. Nobody on the Penn State defense had any chance on it. Noise was really what caught my attention on it, but in any event, Michigan's on power play for 5 minutes.
Kyle Connor with Tyler Mott. And Mott scores from the angle, but it's being waved off.
Yeah, that was only 18 seconds into the 5-minute major.
Connor controls. Cross for Comfort. Looking to set up Mott. Bound and determined to get Tyler Mott, number 30. Big rebound. Comfort shoots and scores.
And the penalty. I think they were calling a penalty on it before he scored. But again, good puck movement by Michigan, and Comfort with his 13th of the season and starting to look a little bit like last night.
Well, remember, if they were calling a penalty, he still has to serve it.
Yep.
So it's a full two-man advantage. And this is as juicy a rebound as JT Comfort will ever see for his 13th of the season.
Yeah, you dig in with a real tight umbrella there. They're moving the puck very well, and Penn State with a tight triangle. The shots are coming hard and from good angles. Michigan's moving the puck well.
Kyle Connor is bid for the hat trick, but scoffed in denial mode so far.
Another good quick release. That one was a one-timer. He didn't even catch that. One-timed it, but boy, he's dangerous down there from inside the bottom of the circle area. He's so good at getting that puck off in a hurry.
I don't know anyone that wouldn't consider him the player of the year in Big Ten hockey.
Oh, you never know. There's a lot of good players in college hockey.
Harley goes down. Mott does as well. Centered it out the short side. One man out of the box for the Nittany Lions, and he might have a breakaway. Just got past Eric Adio.
A good kill there by Penn State. Good kill of that 5-on-3, and a good start for Matthew Scoff.
Eric Scheid, 3 shorthanded goals on the season. Mott back the other way, has a lane to the goal. The backhander, Scoff to save. Mott again. Protects. Corner for Connor. 2 last night, 2 goals tonight for Kyle Connor. Nieves has scored on senior night. Downing shot deflected by Thompson of Penn State. Downing again, steps in, wrister off a stick. Nieves pick it up off the wall. Mott goes out front. Calderon sweeps it, line, shot, rebound, and Chase Berger's there.
But I mean, it's something that we're consciously working on a lot, and it's good to see them get results.
Thanks for doing this, Billy.
No problem.
And I'm sure at intermission, now 6:12 away, the Wolverines will be peeking at the out-of-town scoreboard to see if they still have a shot at the #1 seed in the Big Ten tournament next weekend. Goodwin with Sturts, back for Goodwin from behind the net. Knocked down by Cutler Martin. Penalty coming up. Scoff to the bench. Goodwin centers, and as Mott touches it, we get the whistle. Red Berenson looks like at 6-1. Kyle Connor looking for the hat trick. Shot, Scoff the save, and no rebound.
How good his release is, but how deceptive he is because he can shoot on the move.
Or sometimes players have to be in a certain position in their stride to shoot.
Yep.
You're saying regardless of where he is in that stride, he can get it off with authority. JT Comfort beats Mott. Scoff off the glass, but Downing got a stick on it. The CCM line just continuing to do further damage tonight. 3 goals. Kyle Connor. Boca on the dump in. Scoff leaves it behind the. Well, you mentioned Eamon McAdam being pulled from 3 consecutive games now, but you don't get any indication that anyone other than McAdam will be the starter when Penn State goes to St. Paul next week.
You wouldn't think that would be the case, and he's been the go-to guy for most of the year for Penn State.
4-on-2 developing. Werenski across for Connor.
Looking to try to get him the hat trick. That was Werenski passed up a real good shot in the middle of the ice, top of the circles, and dished it off to Connor to try to pad his stats.
Well, you know that this is likely the last time this season any team will be in this. Mott back out with Comfort and Connor. JT Comfort, nice move, breaks in, backhand, and Scoff had the pad jammed against the pipe.
A real dangerous rush there by Comfort. Good patience with the puck, nice little shifty move. Just couldn't finish, ran out of real estate at the side of the net.
Amazing how teams know their own players' situations. Feeding Connor for the hat trick to Nieves, and you can just see Justin Comfort or JT Comfort trying to get it to Nolan DeYoung for his first career goal.
Not often you have the luxury of a score like this, and how much time you have the puck. 54 shots on goal at this point for the Wolverines.
Connor Varley taken away by Nieves. Well, when these teams played at Penn State January 28th, Steve Racine faced a career-high 50 shots. Shy to the goal, tries to backhand it in.
He's been dangerous tonight all over the ice. Scored what was a rather fortunate goal, but he's had some really good opportunities. And
Look from Muskegon. Rob and Amy Huss enjoying some college hockey. They've got 4 players who stayed at their home in the college ranks. Berger trying to center. Scheid is there. Loose puck in front, swatted away by Mott. Are we going to get a stoppage before this one's over or not?
I'm just thinking we might not. It's been a long time, and it's kind of like a summer hockey game right now. There's not much flow to it. It's certainly not many whistles. You want me to take over play-by-play?
If you want to try, we've gone 8 minutes without a whistle right now.
Good aerobic workout for you.
Now just hit 9. Just hit 9 without a whistle. Goodwin's wrister. Zach Nagelbort's not going to smother it.
Well, I think on both ends of things, both teams are. Penn State obviously wants to get out of here as quick as they can, and Michigan's standpoint.
Sarge blast wide. It's not like you can plan anything like this.
No, but it's happening, and you don't.
About to play college hockey was told by the NHL, if you play college hockey, you'll never play in the NHL. And he was simply a pioneer that way.
Yeah, he sure was. Back then, there were very few who did that. And education, obviously, something very important to Red. And he did it his way.
And the day after his first NHL season ended, he was back in Michigan, enrolled in a master's program. We'll let Penn State have one more shot, and the Yost faithful can count us down tonight. As Mott just misses number 30, another shot.